but because you never give yourself a chance to reset your spending habits. If money seems to disappear every month, you're constantly checking your bank account, or you keep promising yourself that next month will be different. I want you to try something uncomfortable but incredibly revealing. A 30-day bare bones challenge. For the next 30 days, we're putting your spending on pause and separating your financial needs from your financial wants. Your utilities stay on. You buy basic groceries, required medications, insurance, and other genuine essentials. What we're cutting out are the purchases that happen because we're bored, stressed, tempted, or simply accustomed to spending. No random online shopping. No takeout because you don't feel like cooking. No unnecessary clothing purchases. No spontaneous Amazon orders. No entertainment splurges. The purpose isn't punishment, it's awareness. When you temporarily remove discretionary spending, you get to see what your financial life actually looks like without all the noise. During these 30 days, every dollar you don't spend becomes a decision you can make later. You can use that money to build an emergency fund, attack high-interest debt, catch up on a financial goal, or simply create breathing room. So if you're ready to reset your spending habits, let's break down exactly how to complete this challenge. Before you start, you need clear rules. The first step is to create 2 lists: absolute needs and temporary wants. Your needs might include your mortgage or rent, utilities, insurance, transportation required for work, basic groceries, essential medical expenses, minimum debt payments, and other obligations you genuinely cannot avoid. Your wants are everything else. That could include restaurants, delivery, entertainment purchases, new clothes, unnecessary gadgets, home decor, impulse purchases, expensive coffee runs, and recreational shopping. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy these things again. You're simply putting them on pause for 30 days. Think of it like hitting a reset button on your financial habits. One important rule is to avoid creating loopholes. Look at your calendar before the challenge starts. The goal isn't to create a financial emergency by refusing to spend money you genuinely need to spend. The goal is to eliminate discretionary spending. And here's the golden rule. Before buying something, ask, does this keep me housed, healthy, working, or financially responsible? If the answer is no, wait 30 days. You may discover that the thing you desperately wanted today isn't even something you care about a month from now. You may suddenly notice how often you're exposed to opportunities to spend money. An email announces a sale. Your favorite restaurant sends a discount. An app tells you that something you viewed is back in stock. That's why you need replacement habits. When you feel the urge to buy something, don't immediately fight the feeling. Instead, write the item down and give yourself a 48-hour waiting period. Put it on a wish list, close the browser, and move on. If you still want it after 30 days, you can evaluate it then. Another powerful strategy is the pantry challenge. Before buying more groceries, look through your cabinets, freezer, and pantry. The goal is not to eat poorly. It's to use what you've already purchased. You should also rethink entertainment. Instead of expensive weekend activities, find free alternatives. Take a walk, visit a local park, have a movie night at home, read a book you already own, invite friends over, or explore free community events. You're separating enjoyment from spending. That's a major financial mindset shift. Sometimes you don't actually want the item. You just wanted the feeling associated with buying it. By the 2nd and 3rd weeks, something interesting can happen. The constant temptation starts losing some of its power, and you begin seeing your money differently. Instead of thinking, can I afford this? You start asking, is this worth delaying my financial goals? That's a much stronger question. Now it's time to measure your progress. Look at what you normally spend during a 30-day period and compare it with what you actually spent during the challenge. The difference is your potential savings. Let's say your normal discretionary spending is $800 a month, but during the challenge, you reduce that to $200. You've potentially created $600 of financial margin. Don't let that money disappear into your checking account without a purpose. Give every dollar a job. If your emergency fund is weak, move it into savings. Instead of simply hoping you spend less next month, you can organize your income, bills, spending, and financial priorities around your actual paychecks. The 30-day challenge gives you the awareness. The plan helps you keep the progress. You may also discover that certain expenses you thought were necessities are actually habits. That's valuable information. Once you know the difference, you can build a budget that reflects reality instead of creating a perfect-looking budget that you never follow. The biggest lesson from a 30-day bare bones challenge isn't how little you can spend. It's how much control you can regain when you stop spending automatically. This challenge gives you a financial reset button. It forces you to slow down, identify what actually matters, and recognize the difference between needs, wants, habits, and impulses. And when the 30 days are over, don't make the mistake of immediately returning to your old spending patterns. Instead, review what you learned. Which purchases did you genuinely miss? Which ones did you completely forget about? Which spending habits made your life better? And which ones simply drained your account? Then create your new normal. Maybe you don't need to cancel every subscription, but you can keep only the ones you actually use. That's how a temporary challenge becomes permanent financial progress. If you're ready to take control of your cash flow, visit PayCheckPlanner.ai and start building a plan around your actual paychecks, bills, spending, and financial goals. Then tell me in the comments, what would be the hardest expense for you to give up for 30 days? Ready to turn a 30-day spending reset into a long-term financial plan? Visit PayCheckPlanner.ai and start organizing your money around your actual paychecks, bills, spending, and financial goals.